Hello everybody. Today I will be making a different type of tortillas with coconut flour, but this one will be the batter a little too liquidy or a bit liquidy. So I wanted to try this recipe out and see how it actually comes out. So I found several of these recipes in Google and I just kind of did it my way. So I wanted to try it out and see and experiment. This is my first time I'm doing this. So here I have half a cup of coconut flour and I will be using 6 eggs. Now these are supposedly large eggs, but there's different sizes. There's smaller, medium. So what I'm going to do is measure it in this cup so that way I give you the exact measurements. So there is 1 cup of eggs. Okay, so let's start with the dry ingredients. Okay, to this flour I will add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, which I'm using a tablespoon and it's only halfway. Next, salt to taste. Here you decide whether or not to add spices or just do it plain. I'm going to be adding just a pinch of garlic powder and give it a mix. Okay, now let's add the wet ingredients. Let's start with our 4 eggs. Alright, so I'm going to add 2 more eggs, which is half cup more of eggs. A total of 1.5 cups of eggs. And give it a good mix. Next, I will be adding 1 cup of water, which I will measure with a tablespoon to see how many tablespoons comes out of this cup. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. 16 tablespoons. That is a measuring tablespoon. I'm going to use my whisk to whisk this up. And this is just regular tap water. And you can see how liquidy it is. Okay, so I'm going to let it rest for 10 minutes. Okay, in the meantime, let's heat up our pan. Here's my pan, which already has grease because I just finished frying up some chicken skin. And I take out all the fat out of that chicken skin and I get chicken skin rings instead of pork rings. Okay, so my pan is nice and hot and I want to show you how this batter looks like. It looks almost like a smoothie. Okay, so every time I'm going to add some batter in my pan, I will make sure I stir it thoroughly before I add it in the pan. Okay, so I will add it exactly or try to add it exactly in the middle and then just quickly spread it around like this. The first one I always add oil or lard because every time the first one for some reason comes ruined or something happens to it. That's why I always add oil for the first ones. But after that, I rarely add too much oil. And here I have my plate ready so I can add my tortillas. Okay, so once both sides are nice and golden, I just put it on the plate and that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the batter. Alright, so I'm going to try a different method. I'm going to use the same spoon to spread it and try to make it a bit more thinner because we want to make them thinner so we can have less than a carb for each one. Okay, so I'll be back once all the batter is done, and I also will let you know how many tortillas came out of this. Alright, so this is what I use. I use the Carb Manager to check how much carbs is for half a cup of coconut flour, and plus the eggs are in there too. That's the net carbs and that's the total carbs, and the eggs are already added there. And then you just divide the amount of tortillas that you get out of the batter. So if you get 16, you divide it. So you see how much carbs you get out of each tortilla. As you can see, these are not huge tortillas. They're kind of small. You can see the palm of my hand. As you notice, I did not put no oil in there because I realized that by not putting oil, I can spread it easier. So I put the oil after I add the batter. And I just dip the spatula a little bit and just spread around the wall of the pan the oil, and that's about it. And once I'm done, I'll be back. And that's how simple it was to make these tortillas, but I prefer the other way, or just don't bother with tortillas, because if you want to lose weight, stay away from pancakes, muffins, whatever keto flours. Otherwise, if you're on maintenance, these are perfect for you. So my friends, that's how easy it was. If you're new, subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Share my video, comment below, thumbs up, and hope to see you again in the next video. Thank you all for watching. Bye.